Shalom, shalom, everyone, and welcome to my channel. And ladies, I should say, welcome, ladies, to my channel, and welcome to the playlist for, or I should call the Women Wisdom series. Okay. And today, as you see in the description below, things are going to be a little bit different. In this video, I will be discussing something that I experienced, a trial that I decided to try, okay? So as you guys know, if you guys been following me, welcome back, first of all, foremost. Make sure you guys, if you're new, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Okay, all that good stuff. So today we will be talking about my experience with a detox pearl. Detox pearl, Yoni pearl, same thing, right? So as you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I have been on this spiritual journey. And amongst the spiritual journey, in the middle of one of my prayers, I asked the Most High to reveal to me ways that I can cleanse my spirit, cleanse myself of emotions, spirit, you know what I mean? Anything that's negative or anything that shouldn't be in my spirit, I want to cleanse. And as always, he always answered my prayers. So if within a few days after this prayer, it just, this just like Yoni pearls and Yoni detox stuff just start popping up. You know how the Most High works. If you have a relationship with him, he just start making stuff pop up to like get your attention. So I start seeing stuff about Yoni pearls and Yoni detox. I'm gonna say, when I say Yoni, I'm talking about the lady parts, okay? But yeah, they're called Yoni pearl detox, okay? And so I started doing research on it, finding out what the ingredients are before I actually try it. What does it do? YouTube is your best friend when you want to, look for women that have similar experiences. So I did that. I did a lot of research upon it. And, it confirmed that this is something that I want to give a try. This is something that I've never done. So I wanted to give it a try, but first I wanted to learn as much as I possibly could about it before I actually give it a shot. And so that's what I did. So, before I actually tell you about my experience, if you guys have been following me for a while, I have mentioned in a previous video of, something that I was diagnosed with, okay? I put parentheses because, doctors love to diagnose you with something they say it's not curable, but there are ways to get it cured. So that's why I put the parentheses. So, before I tell you that, upon my experiences of researching and things like that, before you actually try the detox, that's the first thing you have to ask yourself: what do I want to accomplish? What is it that I need? And what am I looking for before I start this detox journey? Okay. And for me specifically, like I said, sorry guys, I gotta get my notes. I should have already had it prepared. So when you guys see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure I remember to say everything that I need to say. So I don't forget anything. So, what was I saying? Then I forget. Okay. Yes. So the first thing I did was ask myself, what am I trying to accomplish? What do I want? Such forth, right? So, my first thing was, like I said, I was diagnosed. If you guys followed me for a while, or if you guys saw previous videos, my testimony, I was diagnosed with PCOS. Okay. If you guys don't know what PCOS is, it's just, you know, cyst that grows on your ovaries, makes it difficult for you to be able to conceive and get pregnant. It causes a lot of complications. It's, you know, it's very difficult. It's kind of like fibroids, cysts. It's the same thing. It's just, you know, sometimes it can be painful, but it's very frustrating, especially when you're trying to conceive. I experienced it my entire time of my marriage, before my husband's passing, that I could not conceive. And, you know, it's very frustrating. So, yeah, so that was my main goal going in, you know, besides my spiritual reasons. I have two reasons. One, like I said, I asked the Most High to help me cleanse out anything that's spiritually inbound in me. And we should know by now that us as being women, we carry a lot of emotions here in our womb. Negative, positive, past trauma. I learned that anything that has emotions tied to it, we carry it here in our womb. Okay? Negative, positive is here. Past, present, it's here in the womb. Okay? And it's up to us to get rid of it, especially the things that doesn't need to be there. Okay? So I wanted to, this is my first reason is for spiritual cleanse, you know? And to get rid of these emotions that I no longer want to have tied to me. You know, so that was the first thing. The second thing was, you know, for my PCOS, I want to get rid of the cysts that are in there, or old sperm that might be in there, or, you know, anything that has anything emotionally tied to, like, sex partners from my past, old boyfriends and stuff like that. So that type of cleanse, you know, spiritual cleanse and physical cleanse. Okay, the basically is what my reasons for going into this experience. Okay, I want to be cleansed from anything that's not supposed to be in there, you know. And if you guys research it, yes, old sperm does still live in there. That's why I learned on my spiritual journey as well that sex is not just sex. Okay, you take a part of someone, they leave something in there, not, you know, just emotions, whatever, and vice versa. Sex is not just sex. Intercourse is not just intercourse. They take from you. You can't control what they take from you, and you can't control what they leave with you. Okay? So it's all spiritually connected. So those were my reasonings for actually wanting to start it. Okay? I wanted a spiritual cleanse and I wanted a physical cleanse. So whatever stuff that's yucky that's in there, that douches never really got out, or pep smears, none of that other things, you know, it doesn't really cleanse you. Okay, so this is something that I'm like, you know what, learning about it, I've never heard of anything getting stuff out of you. And the stuff that I've seen, woo, I was like, man, if stuff like that coming out of somebody else, I want to know what's in there for me. I want to know what's in there. And I got cysts and all this other stuff. You know, it was difficult. Something's in there that clogged and closed. Well, besides the Most High closing my womb, something's in there that shouldn't be in there, because I have all these complications of, you know, with either my period being too long, too short. You know, I was on birth control for a long period of time. When I was young, all the way up until I got in my mid-20s is when I decided to stop birth control. But, you know, that causes a whole lot of stuff. So I'm like, yeah, some stuff that's in there, I want it to come out, you know? Like, it's time to go. You've been living in there rent-free. It's time to go, okay? This is the year of cleansing, healing, all this good stuff. And before I tell you guys my actual experience, this cleanse that I did, I actually did it about 3 weeks ago, okay? 2.5, 3 weeks ago, in that area, okay? It's a reason why I'm telling you guys now. And I'll get to that at the end of the video, so bear with me. So this experience, I experienced it, weeks ago. So for you guys that might want to understand the ingredients that are in it, I'm going to actually leave that in the description below because it's a whole lot of words. I ain't trying to embarrass myself now. You know, if you guys have been following me for a while, my pronunciation is not the best sometimes. So a lot of these words and things I've never heard of, I don't really know how to pronounce them. So I'm not going to embarrass myself. So I'll just leave them in the description below of each ingredient and what each ingredient is supposed to do for your body. Okay, so I'll leave it in the description below. And it's a lot of them, and they are all natural, pure herbs. Okay, and before I go on, that's another thing that I was told by the doctors that diagnosed me with PCOS. Their key thing, oh, there's no cure for it. There's no cure. You don't have a cure. You can't get rid of it. It's just there. So basically saying there's nothing we can do about it. But upon my research, this detox can actually help cure, because they're natural herbs. It can cure PCOS, cure fibroids. It can cure, you know, like if you have, I heard, urinary tract infection, you know, odors, smells, anything that ain't right down there, it pretty much helps you cure it. And we are supposed to do this detox at least once a month, okay? If you want to do every 2 months, whatever, that's fine too. But I'll get into that more later. Okay, so upon my experience, we're going to talk about the experience. So there are 3 pearls. Actually, I'm going to show you guys first. I got mine from Amazon, okay? There are a few different, it's called Yoni Detox Pearls. Yoni means lady parts, okay? So, I got mine from Amazon. I don't know if you guys can see. Okay, I got mine from Amazon. There are a few women that I know that sell these as well, like private people, a couple of people on my Facebook page, TikTok, well, no, not yet TikTok, Instagram. So it's people that, if you don't want to get them from Amazon, but I got mine from Amazon because I wanted to get here faster. And I was like, oh, once I learned all I need to learn about these, I was like, oh, I want to try it now. I want to do it now. I was so excited. So that's the box, and this is the actual package, okay? And, oh no. Smells very herby. And I'm going to show you guys the actual, how it looks before you insert it, okay? So this is the pearl. It smells very, very herby. You smell the herbs. If you see that at the bottom, that is the string that will be hanging out. So I can be able to pull it out like a tampon. So, all right. So that's how it looks before you insert it. Okay, so you're supposed to, quick tips I'm going to tell you before I actually tell you my experience. You're supposed to, it's 3 pearls per cleanse, right? Funny thing happened too, and I'm going to tell you guys that. So it's 3 pearls per cleanse, okay? No, you cannot do it on your period. Wait till after. Don't do it while you're pregnant. Wait till after your 6 weeks, yada, yada, yada. So, not all 3 at once. I recommend 1 at a time. So you put 1 pearl, you leave it in for up to 48 hours. You take it out. You put a panty liner for, and you know, you don't put the next one until at least another 48 hours. So it's like 2 days in, 2 days out, and then 2 days you put a new one and let that one stay in for 2 days. Take that one out. Let it, you know, let your Yoni breathe for like 2 days, and then you put the third one for 2 days, and it's like that. You know what I mean? Excuse me if I'm not explaining it well. So, but as you're detoxing, as they're in, you're supposed to, 1, drink a lot of water, okay? When your body is detoxing, water helps detox and purify. We all know that water has the purifying affection, okay? Is that affect? Sorry, not affection. You know what I mean? Purifying effect, right? Water is purifying. We all know that, right? So drink a lot of water. Try to eat as healthy as you can. It might help the detox. Meaning, like, I would lessen the sugars. Anything that's like toxin, like sugars and unhealthy, like restaurant foods and stuff like that, I would try to keep it as bare minimum as possible, if not any, right? Because your body is experiencing a detox. You're trying to get out all the toxins. It doesn't sound right to try to get these toxins out, but then you're putting them back in at the same time. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, it's a war. We don't want that, right? We're trying to detox. So, eat as healthy as you can, a lot of water, and I recommend bathing. What I learned in my research as well, you guys can research it too, that bathing helps, you know, as we know, as I just said, water has purifying effects. So if your water can get on your yoni and kind of, you know, help push out whatever left that's in there, it can assist the pearls of getting some stuff out. So I would say take nice baths before, I would say while the yoni pearl is inserted, as well as on your off days where you take it out. It's good to just sit back and bathe, you know, in a bath and bathe and let the water get in there and help do what it has to do with purifying you. So, that's that. Okay, so I started this journey on December 19th, okay, which was a few weeks ago. I had to write down the dates. So day 1 of my Urine insertion, I put it in at 7:20 p.m. Yes, I'm going to tell you the times too. I put it in after I took a bath. You know, I wanted to make sure my yoni was clean, and I want to make sure my hands was, oh, that's another thing. Before you actually insert it, make sure you wash your hands very thoroughly. Make sure you get under your nails because your finger is going to go up there, and stuff like that. And as you guys saw, it has a string. I don't want to take it out of my packet, but as you guys saw, it has a little string, like a tampon string. So it'll dangle, you know, and it'll be easy to take it out. What else? So, some women said that they felt a, cool sensation. You know how you're, like, say for instance, you just brush your teeth and then you go drink some cold water, or if you just ate some gum, like the minty fresh gum, and then you drink some water. Some women expressed that they felt that cool sensation down there. I did not. Maybe it was this type of yoni pearl that I used, because like I said, it's different types, but they all pretty much have the same ingredients. All have the same natural herbs. They're just slightly different. I don't know how, but some women said that they felt this cool sensation. I didn't experience that. Everyone's experience is different. Maybe when you do it, you might feel it, but I didn't. They said they felt it within a few hours. My few hours, it just felt like a tampon. You know, when you put it up there and you forget it's there. That's how I felt. Like, I felt like I didn't have on anything. I was like, is it working? What's going on? Like, is it working? The only thing that I did notice Monday was the second. I count Monday as the second day because I put it in Sunday night. So Monday was kind of like the day and a half-ish, second day. Y'all get it. I did notice that there was a slight discharge and a slight odor. Okay? And I know me and I know my yoni, and I'm like, what is that smell? Like, it's not like a fish smell or anything. It's like it's funny because it's the smell that I hate. You know the smell of wet metal? in the rain. It was slightly, just a tiny bit about that. Okay. Oh, I forgot to tell you. If you guys, sorry, I should have put this at the beginning of my video. If this is TMI, if you don't like graphic pictures, this ain't for you. Okay? Because I'm going to show you some graphic things. You know what I mean? There's no shame in my game. I'm going to give you the full-blown experience. So, if it's TMI, you don't like graphic pictures, turn this video off right now, okay? Before I go any further. Men, if you're watching, this video ain't for you. Tell your wife or your girlfriend to watch it. Put it in her save videos, whatever. This ain't for you, okay? Because we all know men can't handle certain things. So, as I said, there's a slight discharge and a slight odor. The discharge is, if your Yoni get a little wet down there and, just, I don't know how to explain. You know what discharge is, but it wasn't a lot. It was just a little bit to let me know that something was working. I don't know what was happening within that day, first, 24 hours, but something was working. Okay, day 2 of my first pearl. I had another slight discharge and a slight smell that I never smelled before. And like I said, it was like wet metal or like, I can't really explain it, but it wasn't a fish smell. It was just like, maybe it was the smell of the herbs or whatever. So that's what it was. And again, so I drank a lot of water. I made sure to take baths, especially while they were in, because I wanted to help get the fluids out and stuff. And just in case anything fell out, I had panty liners on. So if I seen any discoloration or anything, I made sure to have a panty liner on so I can see what's going on, so I can be able to document it. So day 2 was Tuesday. I had slight cramps before. This is the day that I was going to remove it. So I put it in Sunday night at 7 o'clock. Kept it all in Monday, and I kept it in most of Tuesday. Tuesday at a little bit past noon, I was like, all right, I'm curious to see what the heck happened. You know what I mean? I had slight cramps, so I knew something was happening. But I'll tell you why I actually had the cramps. So I was like, okay, 2 or 3 o'clock p.m. I didn't leave it in all the way of 48 hours, but I was like, you know what? It's close enough. I'm curious to see what the heck is going to happen. I'm ready for it to come out. So I took it out at a little bit past noon. I say about 1:30, 2 o'clock, somewhere in there. And there was a little something that came out. And I'm going to show you what came out. So that is what came out. Wasn't a lot with the pearl. As you can see, the color of the pearl is different. I did forget to mention to you guys as well, you can use the bathroom with it. Okay, what I recommend before I go ahead, when you do number 1, right? We know what number 1 is. I would recommend to pull the string backwards. So when you urinate, it doesn't get contaminated. Okay? You can still wipe yourself and then pull the string back to its normal place, which is in front. Now, when you do a number 2 or bowel movement, I recommend moving the string forward, right? So when you do your bowel movement, it still doesn't get contaminated. The string is not touching your bowel movement or whatever. You know what I mean? So, but it's like a tampon. Like, well, I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I never felt comfortable urinating with a tampon inside of me. I always took the tampon out. But yeah, it's just like you cannot tell it's really there. The only thing that reminds you that it's there is because you see the string hanging. So you can use the bathroom with it. Okay, you don't have to take it out at all. So I just had to point that out. So, remember I said I took it out Tuesday afternoon and a little bit came out. Wednesday, at 6:45 a.m., there's another little something that came out. It wasn't a whole lot. It was just like, kind of like the first picture that I showed. It was like that, but it was just a little bit more, okay? That came out. So it wasn't, I was like, okay, it's only a little stuff working. Like, it's only a little stuff that's coming out. So whatever. But that Wednesday, like I said, I didn't really see a whole lot. So I was like, did it work? Like, I was like, what the heck happened? Okay, so, and then, wait. Sorry, guys. Okay, so, Wednesday, after I came home from work, there was, like I said, I had took the Yoni Pearl out, and Wednesday was the first actual full day that I didn't have it in there. Thursday, was it Thursday? I'm getting myself confused because I thought I put the dates here correctly. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, Tuesday I took it out. Didn't really see it. Wednesday I took something out. Kind of, sort of. Now, Thursday was the second day. And this is kind of crazy because with the women that I watched their experiences, they said that the second day after the removal is when you would see something big would come out. And it happened for me as well. So, like I said, Wednesday was the first full day that I didn't have it in. Thursday was the day that actually something came out. And I was like, that was inside of me? What the heck? So I'm going to show you guys what actually came out. Hope it's not TMI. If you can't handle it, fast forward. But this is what came out. So that is what came out of me. And I was just like, what is that? Is that a cyst? Is that blood? Old blood? And as you can see, there was like a lot of discoloration on it. So I was like, what the heck is this? So, there's no shame in my game. Like, you know, it's something that was in there that obviously no douche has ever done, no pep smear. Like, that has been inside of me I don't know how long. Okay, and when I researched what certain things are, it could be old sperm, it could be old cyst, blood clots, fibroids, old lining of your uterus that has not been able to shed itself or come out, because you know when we come on our menstrual, some of our lining of our uterus, you know, I don't know how to actually say it, like it, you get what I'm saying, ladies, right? It's just like the lining of your uterus, stuff that ain't no good in there, it just flows out. And I was like, this is what that had to have been, something that has been in there obviously for a long time. So after that came out, the next day I was like, all right, I'm ready for pearl number 2 to see what comes out. So I spotted a little bit before after this came out, I would say about 5 to 7 hours later, I started spotting. And I didn't really take it as much because I'm like, okay, well, maybe that's still more of whatever's up there and need to come out. So I didn't take it as anything. I'm like, okay, it wasn't like a blood. It was like ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Like the brown blood. You know, like either before your period, you see brownish blood, or after your period, brownish blood, right? So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, this is the brownish blood that's telling that I just went through a detox, so maybe this is some old blood that's making its way out, okay? So I was like, fine. So I put the second pearl in, that Thursday evening. But I had to take it out because, like, within like a few hours later, because I had saw that it was more brown stuff coming out. So I remember my research, like, okay, don't do it while you're bleeding. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm just going to do the second pearl right now. Maybe it's too soon. So I took the second pearl out. And I was like, okay, I'll wait till I'll not see this brownish blood anymore. I'll give it a day or two, and then I'll put another pearl in, right? But I gave it a day or two, and I was like, it was still more brown stuff. And then it started to turn pink. And ladies, you know what that means. When the color changed, that means, knock, knock, Aunt Rose, I'm here. So I could not finish the Yoni experience, the full Yoni experience, because it's supposed to be 3 pearls. I only got to pearl 1. By the time I got to pearl 2, I started spotting. And when I took it out, you know, Aunt Rose came and was like, nope, you can't. And, you know, you're not supposed to do it while you're bleeding. So I couldn't really finish the entire Yoni experience. I only got to 1 pearl. But that 1 pearl, you saw what came out of me. That was a lot, right? So I couldn't really, I was a little down because I'm like, man, that came out of me. I was so excited to see what else is in there and get it out. Like, I'm excited. Like, it's an exciting experience, you know? You want the old yucky stuff gone. You don't want it up there. You know what I mean? Like, I was a mix of emotions. Like, I was, like, excited. I was like, I'm ready for the big stuff to come out. I'm ready for the big stuff to come out. And then when the big stuff came out, I was like, oh, that was inside of me? Oh my goodness, what? That was inside of me. What is that? Like, I was like a wreck, but it was a happy wreck because it's what I asked for. And like I said, I've douched before. Ladies, if you've douched experience, nothing like that ever comes out of your body when you douche. Nothing like that comes out of your body even when you go for a yearly pep smear that they want and recommend for you to go up there. Like, it's like, what you guys are doing in there? If you can see in there and you see this yucky stuff in there, what are you doing in there? Why am I coming to you every year? Why am I doing it? So it was just like, it's a wonderful experience. So, but for me personally, I don't know about you guys, you know, you're supposed to, you come on your period for, mostly women are on their period for a week. Me, my periods have always been a little bit longer, which is another reason why I'm doing the detox, because the ingredients that are in the detox pearls help regulate blood flow and regulate your period. And I've always had irregular periods. I've always bled for 2 weeks or more because of my condition of Pcos, or the cysts that are on my ovaries. So me saying that, I bled for 2 weeks, which is why I didn't want to do the video, because I could have done this video in that time, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till I'm getting ready to start my process again, and then I'll share with you guys my first experience while I'm doing my second experience, you know, so I can, like, it's not a big gap, so I can tell you, you know, express to you guys what actually happened. So I bled for 2 weeks. As you can see, we're in the month of January. So I bled for my regular 2 weeks, and I waited until I was completely over with. So I am now starting my process. I put in my first Yoni pearl last night. So I'm extremely excited after a bathe, and I'm going to do the same procedures that I did the first time. Eating right, drinking lots of fluids, and bathing. Okay? So I'm going in with the same intentions of healing, spiritual healing versus, you know, whatever other stuff that's in there, physical stuff, gotta come out. Same intention, okay? Same as before. Nothing's changed. Because I see now that it works. So I feel like last time was kind of like my trial run. And this time I'm going to get the full-blown experience because I just went off my period. So I know Aunt Rose ain't coming her way back here no time soon. She got some weeks to stay away from me. Okay, so I put in my first pearl last night. I will be documenting this experience as well so I can let you guys know what I experienced because this will be my first full-blown experience to share with you guys of me using all 3 pearls. So again, I put in my first pearl last night, which was Friday night, and I'm going to be taking it out either Sunday night or Monday morning. Okay, so I will be documenting on that. So be on the lookout for Yoni Experience Part 2. Okay, or second experience. Now, before I go away with this, I wanted to share with you guys some more things that I've learned in the middle of me doing this Yoni experience, which I highly recommend. I also started researching toxics that are in our pads and our tampons and a lot of other things that are not good for us on the products that we use as women that might contribute to the toxins that are found in our uterus when we do these detoxes. So I'm not going to tell you guys about that now, but I will be doing a video about that as well. I have a video on that coming up this week, okay? I'm going to tell you guys the toxins that are in it, and I'm going to give you guys an example of more pads and tampons that we should use, the organic kind. I also have those as well. I'm not going to show you guys those right now, but I just wanted to share with you guys. This kind of ties into the whole Yoni detox cleanse experience with, you know, learning the things that we're putting into our bodies. So that ties in, getting the yucky stuff out and keeping it out by using better organic products, okay? So be on the lookout for that video as well. But that is it for this video, my queens. Thank you guys for bearing with me. I'm so sorry if it was TMI, graphic pictures, but I do recommend this Yoni experience, the Yoni Detox Pearls. I would recommend, if you want to know for your own safety, look into the ingredients of your products. I feel like this is something that we should all start doing because we haven't done them, and this is why we're in the position that we're in with so much toxic stuff going on with our bodies that we don't understand because we never took the time to read labels, read what's in these ingredients. Even if it's ingredients that we don't understand, look them up and you will surprise the heck out of yourself. What's in these ingredients, okay? And there are a lot of things that are not healthy for our bodies, especially us women, because our uterus is, you know, the place of life, especially, you know, when we give birth and stuff like that. This is supposed to be the healthiest part of our bodies, right? This keeps everything else intact, okay? But I would recommend these Yoni detoxes, so make sure you guys look into it, okay? Look into your ingredients. If you want to do what I did, look at other women's experiences, even though everyone's experience is going to be different. But if you want to get a feel of what other women experience, YouTube is your friend. Look into it, ladies. Like, I really recommend these Detox Pearls. It is so indefinite, okay? But that is it, my beautiful queens. Thank you guys for watching the Women Wisdom series. I can't even talk. Women Wisdom series. I have more women wisdom on the way. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button because I will be having more videos coming. But that is it. I hope you guys, ladies, be blessed. Do your research and do things that are best for you. I love you guys. Sorry, I had the paper in my hand. I love you guys so very much. Be blessed and have a wonderful, blessed day, weekend, Sabbath, all that good stuff. Be blessed. Love you.